All right, welcome everybody to a nice little variety Survivor video. We're waning off of the high of heroes versus villains. We're doing a couple bonus videos, and the one we're starting off with is Survivor logos for the first 20 seasons. We're gonna rank them based on the design. All right, we can get long-winded when we're talking about designs of things. When we're talking about box art battles, we were talking about video game box art. So we gotta keep in mind we do have 20 logos to get through. So we gotta keep it
True.
relatively brief, but
The benefit here is that they all do feature a very similar format, so
yeah,
there's going to be not the most to talk about, but I
yeah.
know that there's obviously variations in every design, so we'll have to will be it'll be fun to kind of go through it.
I've really never taken a fine tooth comb
Mm,
to these logos to really say I've never been like, oh, this has always been one of my favorite logos. Never really looked at them that deeply. So this will be interesting. So the way it's set up, I'm gonna have a slideshow where we'll be able to see the logo big, full screen, and then we'll go over to the tier list, add it in, go back and forth as we go through. All right. So start with Survivor Borneo, which simply says Survivor.
it's pretty classic.
This
Pretty
is where the
classic.
foundation comes with outwit, outplay, outlast, which is just kept up
Yep.
through all the logos.
Yep. We have the jungle setting. We have the ocean. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
the general vibe of this. The kind of block text, sort of the sort of general like island Hawaii kind of block font is that you sort of have for the Survivor itself, but um
It's very much
yeah,
like it's very like the standard that we've set, so it's hard to even say where you
yeah,
rank something like this. Just like
right,
Richard Hatch on the winner ranking.
right. And it's just like it's baseline, it's a good foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a pretty solid logo. It really just it's simple and it gets the point across.
Yeah, we could have spaced out the outwit and outplay. I feel like you know
Maybe, yeah, maybe brought it out a little
spread it
more.
out more. But yeah, it's pretty. It's hard to complain with the original. But where do you think on the tier list would you put it?
I mean, it's like a solid. I don't know. It's like a solid B. I have a hard time like that. Feels like B is a good baseline. I think right to kind of have it.
B for baseline.
Yeah, yeah.
I think maybe, yeah, maybe so. We have to see where everything else comes in, if that feels right. But how about Survivor the Australian Outback?
I mean, it's very similar. I actually like the. I think bringing it further apart is actually like kind of like you had said. That's actually a really good
Space
idea.
it out was good, yep. And then you have the
Yeah,
little kangaroo peeking up.
yeah.
Just nice, like
Survivor.
the color is more distinct. You can like, I always like think of this logo honestly though when I think of Australia. It's like that vibe, the
Yeah,
orangey. Uh,
desert. It's sort
yeah,
of like the outback is known for being a bit of a wilderness in a lot of ways. So it's you really get the idea of it being remote. Of course, you got the kangaroo really selling home the Australia part of it.
yeah.
Um,
I like things. I
yes,
think it's simple, but it's a nice touch.
yeah, I think this one's really good. I actually really like this one.
And we even have these little
Uh,
shapes on the border here that are nice little two
yeah, kind of
colored
like
arrows.
bring it all together. Yeah, the chevrons. Yeah, those are kind of nice. I don't know, they have a good reinforcement. It kind of draw your eye around the whole thing. So,
This might
um,
just be my
yeah,
thing when I'm doing Photoshop. I never like having like how the Australian Outback touches the border. I never like that. I always make
yeah,
sure to give it a little
yeah. Interesting.
space.
No, I think I agree with you. Actually, that's maybe a little dock on its on it. A dock on the
But
perfection.
it's cool and somehow like it feels like the right vibe for this logo.
Yeah.
So
Well, I also like the kangaroo coming up out of the logo a little bit, the
yeah,
outline there. That's pretty cool. I like that.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I put that in, I personally put that probably an A. Probably what I'd say. It's an improvement. I think it's definitely
Yeah, I
good.
think that's pretty good. Pretty
Yeah.
good there. Like I was either above it in B or an A, but I think that's good for now. How about
Yeah.
Survivor Africa, which does a very similar thing in that
Yeah, it's
we have
very
the our
similar.
one animal reaching up. This one obviously higher with giraffe, but it's still got that same outline style. And then we did the very similar thing on the borders here with the green, yellow, red little
Yes.
accents.
Yeah. So here, this is really good. So with obviously with Australia, we've got sort of the scrub brush trees, those kind of like spindly things. Here we have the
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure exactly what you call whatever these trees that they have on like the African plains
Yeah.
and out in savannah. They have trees like that. I can't off the top of my head remember. But really does very striking vibe of that. You also get the grass, the savannah sort of grassland stuff. You get really a good sense of that. How are we feeling about different shades of green though?
Green on green a little bit.
Yeah, I guess it kind of works. Um,
Yeah, because what you could have done like a brown there
maybe.
on the bottom one,
Um,
maybe. I don't know. But yeah,
yeah,
I didn't really. It didn't stand out to me until you said that. Now, yeah, green, green.
yeah. Um,
I don't mind it. I think it's right.
but
I mean, it's very comparable. We'll get into much more deviation throughout these later
yeah,
logos, but these are
yeah,
very similar. These early ones,
yeah.
and I like it just probably just
But I
as
do like
much.
this. Yeah, I do like this. It's right around the same. I actually like that it sort of is reinforcing Africa. There's definitely like patterns, like clothing patterns, in a lot of African culture.
Right.
I don't remember specific. I don't remember what specific country they're in this one. I can't remember. Um, but the sort of striping the patterns on like clothing and things.
Hmm.
So I like how they sort of go with that with the sort of um, border design.
So, do you think better or worse than the
Um,
Australian Outback?
I think I still prefer the Outback. But
Look at this. Like
it's
so.
they're so similar. They're so similar. Oh, I will say I think the text here is a little cleaner than this one. It's
Mm,
a little smaller. It's a little smaller, but I think it works.
that's tough. I think it's so comparable for me. I would personally probably
Yeah.
put it right above Australian Outback, but you're right below.
It's kind of either or. I could probably like go back and forth one more time.
See, this is why I got to
Yeah,
record my
actually, I
stream.
might go with I might go with I might go with Africa too, and it's actually just something so again very just the font on the border font.
And again, we can reevaluate as we go along. Like maybe we're being too high
Yeah,
or too low. We'll see.
yeah, it's possible.
But how about Survivor Marquesas?
Okay, we're going a little different here. Ooh, this is
Purple.
fun though. The tiki.
Yeah, we got the tiki, and they still like having something sprout up in the middle, and
Yeah,
they still like
yep.
doing the four things on the outside of the logo here.
Mm,
I kind of like that through line in these early ones. That's
yeah.
consistent at least.
The color scheme is real. I like the color scheme like a lot. That's probably my favorite so far. I think it's
Your
there's
favorite
something really
logo or
clean about it.
favorite color scheme?
Color scheme. I don't know if it's my favorite logo. I don't know if I'd go that far, but the color scheme is I
Yeah,
think is really clean. I really like it a lot. Um,
yeah. When we got,
yeah.
I was just checking. Okay, so it's all been black border. There's like a red outline Africa, but most of the time it's been black border. But yeah, I was just
But here we got
seeing
black text on it,
black text.
matching border.
Yeah, and then the blue outwit outplay outlast is a nice
Yeah,
stands out. I like this one. I do.
I like it. Yeah, I do. I like it too.
Where does it stack up
Boy,
though?
this is tough. It's tough. This is this is already tough. Um, I think I would maybe I don't know. I don't know. What are you thinking?
Because the colors are cool. They are cool.
Mm,
I don't know if it's as good or not. I like, but I like the there's some stuff. Huh. It's comparable. A or B tier.
Yeah, it's still in that.
It's definitely better than the original now. Like the more, because like all it has to do is now we're adding just more personality with each one, and it's like kind of
Pretty
easy
much,
to
yeah,
supplant the first one.
yeah.
I would say maybe. Let's see.
Maybe we want to put the original in in C.
Yeah, I think we put that in C.
Yeah. Um,
Marquesas in B, or like
I think
behind the other two in A.
I think it's behind the other two in A. I think I would probably say behind the other two in A, even though I think I prefer the color scheme to the other two. It's a
Yeah,
cooler. It's interesting because it's cooler tones. We have cool tones as opposed to the warm tones of the other two. But Marquesas was still like a tropical setting, so I find that very interesting. But I think there's more emphasis on the water of Marquesas, so that might be kind of more what they're going for there.
yeah. All right, how about Survivor Thailand?
That's fun.
Uh-huh,
That's really
yeah.
fun.
So again, we have the
Uh,
animal back in town.
yeah,
I liked it
animals
though.
back
It's
in the
really
mix.
cool because it's not even like they didn't just go a standard elephant. They gave it more, cultural accents
Yeah,
to it, and like interesting.
and they reemphasize that in the designs of the temples and stuff in the background too, which is really
Mhm.
cool. Um,
Now I'm noticing
it's
every time now the Survivor logo on this one is has it always been touching the bottom of that middle?
I don't I don't know. I don't
You
think
see how
so.
the R's are
Has
touching?
Yeah, the arrows are touching.
Oh, not
It
touching
hasn't.
here.
No.
Oh, barely
Oh,
touching
it's
there.
really
Maybe
close.
touching
It's
there.
touching there.
All right, so they're
Not
just not consistent with their placement. That's annoying me.
Yeah, that is a little
Like
weird
literally,
actually that
you
they
just
did that.
one keystroke up. I think you're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
It's just me
yeah,
though, I guess.
yeah,
Thailand in black with yellow border behind it,
yeah. That's kinda cool.
and we got like a
This is
sunset
another one.
vibe or going on down
Yeah.
here.
We sort of have the royal kind of idea of the purple kind of being very, very sort of purple is traditionally in the ancient world a very royal color, but I think this feels very like just like right culturally, I guess is kind of the kind of weird. We have the sort of accents that you sort of see around the logo that you see in a lot of like Thai kind of art.
Hmm.
The color schemes are just feel right for the culture. Um,
Yeah,
Interesting, interesting. I like I like it. I like it a lot. Um,
I like it too. These early ones are so similar.
yeah, they're they're very similar. Um,
So it's probably in the same batch, right?
it probably is. Yeah, I maybe put it. I think I think I still prefer the Africa one, but I maybe put it second there. I don't
Maybe.
know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Let's
Mm,
say that for now. We'll see how the big picture looks at the end.
yeah. Okay,
Survivor,
we're
the
doing something
Amazon. Yeah, now we're getting
little some
different.
little something different now, and I think this is a fantastic change. I think this looks great. Um, I say initially, but as I'm looking at it more,
Whatever, dude. I think it's a
uh,
little busy for me. A little busy, but
it's busy. It's busy.
like
That's
big
I
old
think that was kind of
snake,
where I was going with
big
it.
old snake. Um, I don't know if that really works so much, especially when you have now you have feathers out there, then you have toucan up there. You know,
Toucan Sam hanging out. I like the toucan though. I actually like him.
yeah, hanging out on
Sort of.
the border.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's cute. I like that.
Mm.
Um, is it? To me, is there like something else they could have done with instead of having the big snake wrap around? I feel like there's probably a better way to communicate Amazon rather than just having the snake. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, snakes. It's snakes in the game. You know, we got there's rats and snakes, and here we got snakes at
You
least.
could just make them a little smaller though, and just have them like up in the top half, maybe more so. I don't know. I
Mm,
get what they're going for, but and I think as a whole, like you get the Amazon vibe, but I'm not really as much of a fan
yeah,
of the color scheme compared to the other ones.
it's a
Like
little
when you
too
see that
busy. It's
the green
too many.
border is just like always stood out to me. Like
Yeah,
it's more understated in these ones, and then it's like green, heavy on the
quite
green.
bold. Yeah, well, it's a rainforest, so I get that. But
Hmm.
um, I'd probably think this may be B is where I'd probably put this one. I think it's still really good. I think it's still an improvement. But maybe just a tad too busy.
Okay, I can see that for now. So far, I'm not really disagreeing, but yeah, Survivor Pearl Islands.
This is
This is pretty cool.
pretty awesome. Yeah, this is really selling a totally different vibe than we have had than all the others. All the ones are very emphasizing sort of like the like a lot of like cultural or animals. This one is very much just like we're talking about pirates here, and we're
Hmm.
going all in on the pirates.
Hmm. Yeah, we're still
Yeah,
keeping the same like core elements. Out Without Play Outlast, four things. In this case, the skulls, and then we have the middle piece with the pirate ship, which is I think is a striking, cool image there.
I think what kind of works about this too is this is kind of back to a little bit back to basics,
Hmm.
back to the what it was doing before Amazon. But I think it's a way that like works just really well with the
Yeah,
just with the overall
like all the blue, the
selling point
water,
of
how it goes all the way up to the, even reaches into the top half, and then
the
we
mm.
have the coins little at the bottom. Is a nice little touch.
I like the sort of reflection of the ship being and the coins having this the same color scheme. I like the ship being kind of like illuminated. It's that color because of the sunset.
Hmm.
I think that kind of works really well. I think I would probably put this either at top of A or probably even an S. I think this is like this to me is like a great evolution of what we've had before. Um, maybe top of A. I don't know if we can maybe quite go so far as to put this in S entirely because it is still pretty similar to what we have had. It's still very
Hmm.
solid design elements. Um,
Pearl Island is written a little interesting. The
yeah,
writing style there.
hmm get the kind of
But yeah, I really like
old
what we're working with
font.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think top of A. I think so.
yeah,
And then we'll see. Like we'll see if anything else sticks out as like this should be S, or if we need to readjust.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right, Survivor All Stars. Oh Lord, have mercy! What the look at like the clip art, very heavy on the
Yeah,
clip art. Fire in
yeah.
the logo.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm crazy with the clip art.
When you think
I
of All Stars, you think of one dude holding a torch. That's
is that
right.
the guy coming out of the that's the guy coming out of the water. That's the OG. Except didn't he have a horn, not a torch? I don't know. Did he have a torch?
Mm-mm, yeah, he didn't have a torch, but it's
Yeah.
like okay, so we just have a little. Yeah, this isn't it for me.
I don't to me this doesn't quite sell all the idea of all stars. I think the idea is that they're sort of going back to right, they're going back to the original I kind of concept, but like it just doesn't play
Yeah, because they
for
have
me.
the
I
same
think
water like or streak
yeah.
thing going on at the bottom.
Mhm.
It's kind of an ode to the original.
But I kind of hate the fire inside the letters. I
Yeah,
hate
it's
that. I
not good.
really don't like that at all.
And like, there's so much more you
Did
can
they
make it.
change did they change the letters around too or is that am I going crazy?
What do you
Did
mean
they
change it?
alter? Well, go back to the no, it's the same. I for some reason it just it's the fire is really screwing up
But the
my head.
fucking
I don't know.
logo is too big in there too. Stop. Give it some room to breathe in there. Why do they do this?
Yeah.
Look, like it's good
Yeah,
here,
that's
and then,
yeah. Here it's just like yeah.
but yeah, and then they took the
Yeah.
same. I was gonna say I thought it was like more like Thailand. This text. I'm not sure. for the All Stars. But um, yeah, just there's nothing epic about it that you would want from All Stars. They really just thought, oh, fire. I mean, people at this time were probably wearing the black shirt with the red flames on it, so it was probably in.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, sure.
like something more epic,
Um,
as like we will
yeah.
get to, but heroes versus villains, it's more epic. But
Yeah, this is really I don't love it. I don't love the logo here. In terms of the general design, I would probably put it in like D. Probably, I don't know. I probably wouldn't say it's F, but it's close. It's
yeah,
borderline.
we'll see if we even have any F tier
Yeah,
logos.
yeah.
All right, Survivor Vanuatu, Islands of
Islands of Fire.
Fire. Whoa, it's a striking
They're talking
one.
about fire. This actually sells the fire way better. It only has sort of the fire at the top of the volcano, but we still
Wow,
have a very very
yeah,
cool.
very cool design here. There's a
I like
lot.
yeah, the sort of idle border, like of that how that sort of like swoops down. It doesn't just border the logo. It's like it's like a it's like almost like molding on the logo itself. Um,
Yeah. Yep, and then you have this volcano that spirals down here, and the cool skulls in the middle, and
yeah,
then Vanuatu in this crazy font.
yeah. Or so you get the really like fiery sort of burned out. Whoa, yeah, kind of crazy font going on here.
This is actually really good. It
Yeah,
might be my favorite. It's up there,
I think it's my favorite. I think it's my favorite so far too. It's like we have the skull motif, but I like it's a good like buildup of them too. It's like it's not too many, it's not just too few. I don't
right?
know. I like it's like the right kind of bordering amount.
The
It
black and
balances out the
yellow with the
logo.
reds. Yeah, it's cool
Yeah,
color scheme too. Survivor, it could give that damn logo room to breathe a little bit, but
yeah, it could. But I still think I think this might be my favorite so far though. Yeah,
wow. I mean, A tier territory. We can. What do you think
A
of
tier maybe this might be
this?
S.
What
I
do you
think
think
this
of
is I
that?
think that works. What do I think of that? I think that's good.
Vanuatu Pearl
They
Islands
got
S tier, perhaps. I don't know. We reevaluate as always, but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
cool.
But I think that's good. I think that's good. That works.
How about Survivor Palau?
Whoa, whoa.
Look, I've never been a huge fan of like the army design, but I think it's like perfectly ties in thematically here. Like, and the fact it's like a plane crash, and famously that's how you get on Survivors, like from when your plane crashes on the island, you're
Yeah,
stranded there.
like Lost, just like
But
Lost,
even the
right?
fact
Yeah,
that we have sharks, and there's actually
yeah.
they caught a shark in the season, like it's actually very
Mhm.
ties into it well too.
Because wasn't Palau like there was an old military base here? Isn't that sort of what
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and they
that
had
was?
like challenges inspired by that, where you would like shoot the little
Yeah,
the gun and stuff.
that's right. Yeah, okay. This was pretty good use of that theming in the logo itself. Um,
Yeah,
that's right.
I
That's where
like the
the
shark
shark.
swooping in. Yeah, because I think it
Yeah.
was like Tom and Ian and
Hmm.
maybe Greg that were there when they got the shark. Can't remember
Yeah.
exactly, but I knew there was a little storyline with that.
There was. Yeah, I remember
So
that. Yeah, the shark.
that's cool.
Um, yeah, and of course, then the shark coloration ties in. It's fun because that ties in with the plane here too.
Yeah.
I like it's the same shading, same kind of scheme. Um, maybe not like I don't know. Those the planes are kind of screaming clip art to me. I will say
Mm-hmm.
there's a little there's a little
It's true.
um
Even though there's always that
maybe a
element in
little
these logos of clip art, but
yeah. I guess the sharks are too, really, but even the ship there, yeah. I guess there's always an element of it, but I think
um,
the more like accented ones where it has like the some of those like those work a little
but
better
look,
in
this
terms
is
of
the
the
first time we have a completely
yeah.
different colored border. I was just looking; they're all black borders, and if
Yeah.
anything, the outline will be
Now
different
we have
color, but full on
yeah army
camo
green.
style. Yeah.
Yeah, the camo army. Yeah, bold. I kind of respect it. I also like the Palau is also in sort of like that type font where it's like
Right.
the
Like on the
printed.
dog
It's like
tags.
US. Yeah, dog tags. The way they sort of printed out the shirts and the tags and stuff. Yeah. Um, yeah.
That's
I don't know.
cool.
I
What about
like
the
it.
top? What do we think of like the
Yeah.
top? Is there anything more they could have done there?
Yeah, maybe there's more they could have done to really. I like the sun kind of coming up out of the and into the border. That's kind of neat.
It's a little
But
too like straight of a line for me. I don't know
yeah,
what it is. Maybe like between the sun and the water. I feel like in other suns it's come out more seamlessly. I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's behind things and in these other ones that have
yeah,
suns.
maybe.
But yeah, I mean, I like it.
Yeah,
I
I
like
like
it.
it. I like it. I
It
would.
thematically ties in very well. But where do we put it in here, though?
That's the real question, isn't it?
Isn't it A tier?
I would probably say A tier. Where in A tier? That's a great question. Maybe behind Thailand.
Hmm. Because now we're getting to there's more going on, so it's like these simpler
Yeah.
logos maybe are have a harder time. Maybe somewhere like that. Survivor
Okay.
Guatemala
Ooh.
of the Maya Empire.
My. Okay. That's fun.
Okay.
That's really fun, actually. Like the Guatemala font is cool. I love the temples here coming up out. Those are really fun. Of the forest because that's what it looks like. That's kind of the impressive
And
nature
that's
of
where
how these.
actually we were there. Like that's where they were
Yeah,
just chilling for the season.
yeah. So it wasn't like, and I get that like probably stuff like with the Palau that probably is kind of the general layout of the islands, but it's still kind of abstract.
Hmm.
And here it's like very this is where they were. This is like the spot that the camp was at. So
Then we have Green
um
Dude just chilling there.
yeah,
And then we have like these
yep,
green lizard like things coming down on the bottom. Pretty
yeah,
cool.
very cool.
Coming down towards the Outlast.
Um
It's cool. I
yeah, I
mean,
like this a lot.
I do like it a
Yeah.
lot. I don't know, maybe the colors aren't my favorite, like as a color
Yeah,
scheme in general.
it's maybe yeah, it's a little too much of a lot of the same kind of schemes. I think some of the other ones have kind of gotten away with that. Um because they were less densely forested maybe. Some could have gotten away with like cooler similar shades of the cool colors, but
Hmm.
here it's like yeah, I don't know.
You know, what I was thinking is that like it was cool in Palau.
But
They had the sharks and they tied into
yeah.
it. I mean, I didn't even think about the fact. Well, they make these logos before the season, and so it worked out. They happened to have actual shark encounter, and it wasn't just like some just thing that happened to be around.
Do they really make it before the
Yeah,
season?
because
Oh yeah,
remember they
because
wear
it's on
them.
their
Yeah,
buff.
so I was like, oh
It's on the
yeah.
buffs. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, of course. So it's true. They do make that. Um, I mean, I think it's to me. I give it points for having the actual like area that they were in
Yeah.
featured on it, but um, yeah, but I don't know. Um, it's tough.
His stuff. The green guy's just
Do
kind
we
of
want to
there a
keep it?
little bit too.
Yeah, yeah. You're sort of just
I
hanging
would
there.
put it top of B tier personally. Probably. I don't
I
know.
think that, yeah, I think that's fair. I would prefer it to Amazon. I think some of the simpler ones have a little bit more. I think they work just generally a little bit more.
Hmm.
Um, but I do yeah I do like that the temples are there. I think that's cool. All
Okay.
right, we got coming up.
Survivor Panama Exile Island. Very strong orange and black going on here and reds.
Yes.
What was with these candles like on the side
Yeah.
bleeding out?
Yeah. Panama.
And these sharks like it's like the the sun going into the water, but it looks like it's just like bloody water that they're
Yeah,
swimming
they're
in.
swimming in. Yeah.
It's like, and
Um,
that face is kind of, it gives Vanuatu vibes in a way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely very similar in the theme. I'd like the idea of like that's there it is. That is Exile Island. That's where they're going to be
Mm.
alone. You know,
And there's
because
shark
you do get a
infested
sense of
waters.
yeah, yeah. You get the sort of like it's very rocky, and you get the kind of like yeah, there is some like trees on it, but it's like that's going to be hard. You're going to be alone when you're there. You know, it's like very stark. And of course, see, of course, the shark infested waters. I'm not really sold on the. I don't get the candles really. I'm not really. I don't
Yeah.
really understand what that's about.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't really get that either. Maybe they just couldn't think of anything. I don't know why they're red though either, but
yeah,
they clearly wanted to tie it in with the red of the logo. I'm not really sure.
yeah.
And we have
I don't really get
purple
that. I don't know.
behind the logo here
Mm.
from Survivor. I don't know. I like
It's
a lot of it, but
yeah. I like a lot of it, but I'm still kind of getting bumped by the candles. Honestly, I everything about the rest of it was really good. It's
Panama
really
and this
solid.
Exile Island font here is like,
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, like wood, like it's as if it was like wood pieces.
yeah. Being stranded or something.
I like the positionally the shark fins. I think it's cool. Um, versus just like one shark. You have three, and they're spaced pretty well.
We have rougher waves on the left side of the island as opposed to the sort of smoother kind of
Right.
layout of
I
what's on
like
the right.
that.
Yeah, offsetting it. I'd probably I don't know.
this
I'd probably put it in B. I'd probably put this in B. Also, maybe top of B.
is harder than I thought it would be.
Or just
Yeah,
below- yeah,
top of B because I'm not even
right there
confident.
where
Like,
you get.
are all
Yeah,
these logos better than it? I'm not even
yeah. I don't
sure
know.
at this point, but
Yeah,
we'll reevaluate at the end.
we will. Yeah.
All right.
Now that we're looking at we're
Survivor
looking at
Cook
them.
Islands. We're back
Okay,
with the
this
party.
is
Whoa, okay.
awesome. Awesome. This is so good. This is even better than Pearl Islands. I
Do you
think.
have the actual?
I love
Look at
this.
the actual
The
pirate there.
crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crew sailing out on the longboat. Um, we get the ship with the anchor. We have these other these are the sort of idle heads here coming out. We got the compass motif.
Yeah, that's
I
the
think that's really cool.
that's the nicest part to me. The nicest touch.
Really nice touch. And I actually really like the bordering tree. It's like it's almost like you're on the island and you're like peeking out like, oh, what's going on out here? And this is out in the bay here
Yeah, this is
on the
cool.
island. So
We have to compare it to the. Unfortunately, there's so many seasons apart.
yeah,
There you go. Pearl Islands, and it's like simpler.
it's simpler, but and I
Mm.
think it's a very effective too. But
Cook
I think
Islands
this
might be
one's even
better.
better.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it is. I think the font even is works better. I don't know. It's just so good.
Yeah, the accents of the
Something
compass
about it.
stuff at the bottom is just a nice touch. Really adds
Yeah,
to it. And I like, just like I like the ship on Pearl Islands like this, but then you do have this crew.
yeah,
It's funny because it's not even like, all right, so this is actually not Survivor that we're looking at here. We're seeing actual, you know, uh, Cook Islands pirates
these are
going out.
yeah. These are the tribes. These are the tribes of four.
But he's got a whole hat on though, so I can't even stretch that.
Yeah,
But yeah, these are the young men tribe right here. All
yeah. The young men tribe.
right,
Yeah, I think
top
that's
of
my
this
favorite so
tier,
far. I
right?
think that's really good.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's great.
Survivor Fiji.
Whoa,
Well, look,
this is
it took
so
it
much
took
different.
it took the skulls from Vanuatu and just like burning them up down there,
Yeah, it set them on fire. That's some hot fire right there. This is so much different than any of the other ones so far, too.
right?
Like we
Like
get
they changed the
get
Survivor logo, the
yeah,
typography, and we got these like the weapons, which I think they used in like a couple of the challenges,
yeah,
if I remember
yeah. The sort of
correctly.
the clubs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these clubs. Hmm,
What's the like? Was there like a spiked one like that? Is that what?
maybe.
Because it like that one the thing that's sort of like coming up above the U almost looks like it's a totally different
I don't know if this is like
thing, but
they
it
might
might have
have
been
done one
on
of
the.
those challenges where you uncover the item and he's like, "Here's this club," and you have to match it.
Yeah,
I feel like I remember
right.
something like that. I don't know if it was this season, but okay. Wow.
Hmm. Huh. Yeah, the survivor type, the font instead of being
Do
lit
we
by
like
fire, it's
do we
now
like
wood.
that? The first time we've actually
Uh,
changed the Survivor logo like typography.
I think it's still kind
Well,
of the
it's the
same,
okay, it's the
but
same, but they put little dashes in the inside of it to make it look
I kind of don't
cracked up.
like it. I kind of don't like
Yeah,
it.
and then the brown as an aesthetic is not the best for a logo. I feel like, but
Yeah, it's
it's
again they're trying to
cool.
keep it with like the masks and the club, but they're trying to keep that all the same kind of like look to it.
It's
Um,
cool for sure. But why is this the one logo that has to change? Like you go to Fiji, they're gonna club your logo.
yeah.
hmm.
um, hmm. I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, I don't really know all
We're
that.
just burning up skulls that are.
Skulls.
So are we presumed that we burn up? Are we burning up skulls or were they heads and now they're skulls? I don't even know.
Maybe it's that. The
But
skulls look more
was
a lot
very
more
much.
cracked and worn than before, too.
Look, they took the
Oh
Vanuatu
no, I guess they're
skulls.
still yeah, basically.
Put
The idea it's the same idea and then there they are.
them down there.
Um
Huh.
there's something I can't quite put my finger on that I don't like love about it.
Right?
Um
Maybe like top of C tier?
uh, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know, there's just something that like doesn't really work for me on it.
Yeah. I
Um
don't know if it's the color scheme or
Maybe
what.
it's like simple in the sense that we only have like a couple elements, but in that it's like it feels crowded. Everything feels like crowded into it. And
Hmm.
maybe it's sort of like the tribal, that sort of tattoo stuff, like kind of crowding into the clubs coming up, and
I
then we
do
got
kind of
fire in
like
the
that
background.
though,
Like,
on the outside of the logo like that.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
I
it
like.
works, but maybe it's just with everything else. I don't know.
I
I don't know what it
don't
is. Okay, so I kind of love this.
know. So we
We
went
got the kung fu.
all in on the Chinese inspiration here.
We did big time. It's sort of the sort of woodblock kind of style and
Oh
of the
wow!
castles
So
in
we
the
got outwit,
background
outplay, outlast in the Chinese too.
in Chinese characters. That's pretty cool. I would actually say that's extremely cool because they've never done anything like that
Yeah.
before. We've gotten rid of the border. There's no
Wow.
border.
Yeah.
It's just sort of like the simple. This is very bold, but I think this works in a way that the Fiji one didn't work. Because I'd say that one was a little bold. Was somewhat bold too, but
Hmm.
um,
There it is, right here. We have the buff Survivor China
I
buff.
I really like it a lot. I think it's great. Um,
Yeah. There's something about it to where when you're zoomed out from it, it looks like kind of a little too cluttered.
mm,
Like when I just see the logo from afar, I'm never a huge fan of it because it looks like a bunch of colors just splattered together.
yeah,
But then you look closer, and then I appreciate what they're doing here, like the symmetrical little
symmetry.
dragons
Yes.
holding on to the logo here in the middle, and then you have the staircase leading up to like the temple, and these are all things like we have the kind of like the Great Wall kind of coming around here,
Yep. Yeah.
and these are all things you actually see in the season too. Like we
That's right.
interact with a lot
Yeah.
of this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that they went full in on it. Like it would be, honestly, it would be cool if like every logo was this starkly different and
You,
based on the
yeah.
culture. not just a little
Yeah.
bit accents here and there. Like it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I
yeah.
like it a lot. I think it's very bold. I think I agree that it is maybe a little cluttered, but that kind of works with like a lot of design elements in terms of like in terms of a lot of that kind of art.
Mm-hmm.
Um
S tier.
I think this to me is an S tier. I think I might still put it behind Cook Islands, but it's like right there. It's really close. It's like,
Mm.
yeah.
It's right up there. I'll just think on that.
All right.
Survivor Micronesia fans versus favorites.
Here we have the same man. Uh the same man in the same almost the same position.
This logo
How
is
many times?
this logo has never been it for me. I really kind of
No.
hate the color scheme, and
The
it's like yeah, you have
color
a
scheme
bunch of
doesn't work.
people, but also still don't get the. There's no like weight to it as like this isn't an epic season. It's just a bunch of people kayaking or whatever, you know.
We have
And like
the outrigger canoe. I don't really get the idea of a fans versus favorites here either. It's just like it's
no,
just
yeah, they
sort
didn't
of a
even try
whatever.
with that concept. It's just a group of people,
Yeah.
and they're all the same
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, they're all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They're all the
All
same.
right, yeah, that's even
This
worse.
this
Like you
is
couldn't even put some women in there. You don't have women on this season. This is
no, it's just all
this
the
is the
same
season of
man.
the Black Widow Brigade. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah.
they're
Well, they didn't know that,
like
but
they're just predicting. Oh, there's gonna be an all guys alliance that's gonna run this game. Watch
yeah.
out. I like the bordering. I kind of like that.
Yeah, border is cool. I think I like the border a lot actually. I think that's very cool, but again, it's sort of that beige. It's sort of the poop brown
It's an
color
ugly
scheme. I don't know.
color.
It's sort
And
of
it's like yeah, we
vomit.
have some
It's I
sharks
just
down
don't love it.
there, and we have sharks up here. We've seen sharks
Yeah.
done better in previous logos.
So what they honestly I don't like because we have these sort of shark that sort of kind of these shark tribal style tattoos. I don't think they should have had one that's facing a direction. It's also facing the wrong direction. I think that doesn't work well in between outwit and outplay. They should
Hmm.
have had something more neutral there, something that's more like face on or like a straight to make it more
Right,
symmetrical.
ruins it.
Because he's
Yeah,
going this way and it's like because the other one brings you into Outlast, but from both sides they're coming at it. It's like they're
yeah.
both coming to you. Um, I will also say it's very odd that the the two down there, there's two on the left and two on the right. The one on the leftmost is a different color than all the rest of them.
Really?
It looks like it. Yeah, the other ones are black, and that one's like a darker.
I can't even
Unless
tell.
am I going crazy?
I
Maybe I'm
think
going
we can
crazy. I
assume
don't
you're
know.
going crazy more than that because I can't.
All right,
It's not distinguishable to my
it is to me, but sound off in the comments if you
eye.
think I'm going crazy. If you think I need to get my eyes checked or something. But
Yeah,
anyway,
not a fan.
I don't really like it. I don't like it very much, honestly. It's like below D, below All Stars. I think I would even say. Uh no, maybe above All Star. All Stars had the fire and the look. The
But
fire
look,
stuff is lame.
even when you look at zoomed out though in this Micronesia, look at that.
Yeah,
Even like the Survivor, you can barely even make
read
it
it.
out.
Yeah,
It's all the other
yeah.
ones you can read it perfectly, and that one's just like the yeah. That's one of the only
Impossible.
ones where they deviated from a white typography. Like white probably would have looked much better there.
Yeah. Well, the Marquesa says black typography, but it works it
Yeah,
works because they highlighted it with the blue around it. But that one is just like just totally it's completely unreadable.
yeah. I
I
put it
can't read it
below
at
All
all.
Stars.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, even with the rest of them that we see coming up, you can read all those perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
So
Survivor Gabon. Ursula. Whoa, look at that dude. Like that girl looking at us.
look at him coming. Earth/Eden.
Whoa.
Okay, so
Okay.
immediate points docked for using papyrus font on
First
Earth/Eden.
last Eden. Yeah, I noticed that immediately. Is not a good
It's,
look
that is,
for that.
I hate, and Gabon itself is also in papyrus font. I hate it.
But
I
we have
hate
this
papyrus.
squished ass Earth's Last Eden shit though, like where they
Yeah,
squish it
it's
and
also this
stretch
is
it out. Like
yeah.
I don't like that.
Let it be known, it's everyone has clowned on Comic Sans for the longest time, but let it be known that Papyrus is way worse, and I hate it. I hate
Yeah.
Papyrus
Was
font.
this the season where they used papyrus font, famously
They,
in one of the challenges, or
they may have, yeah. I feel like I've pointed it out
it
several
was the
times
year of
whenever they use it.
papyrus?
Yeah.
We have a snake slithering through the whole Survivor logo.
This works so. I will say that works so much better than the Amazon.
Yeah.
That works. That really
Yeah.
works. It's maybe a little too blended in color scheme wise with the yellow, but it works. I don't know. I think it works just generally.
I like the elephant
So
silhouettes. I do like
yeah,
this goofy gorilla looking at us.
I like. He's got an expression. It's not just the simple thing. It's just like he's like,
Mm.
what? What's going on here? We have a little bit more details on the trees and everything here too. This just I don't know. It works for being as kind of like a lot more
It
busy
is a little
as it is.
busy.
This one still works. It's taking like design elements and principles from earlier seasons and kind of using ideas that they had in like Cook Islands and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, but it maybe a little too busy.
A lot of different colors. Like we have the blue and
Mm.
above, outside the sun, and then it goes to the greens, and then it goes down to this like white line before the water. So there's a lot of different colors going up
Yeah,
this logo.
there's a lot of oh, what's the word of it's like when it fades into another color, fades
The
from dark to
gradient.
gradient. Yes, yeah, the gradient is a little, yeah, not maybe not the best. They use that a lot. You can see it used pretty liberally, particularly in the lower half. Um,
Yeah.
it's not like super hardcore, but it is definitely there.
So yeah, this isn't gonna be one of the best logos to me, but I do like
No,
elements of it.
yeah, there's elements of it that
Yeah,
work.
Earth's Last Eden really does not look good like that.
No,
Just throwing
I
it
don't.
down there weirdly.
Yeah, and it's also all lowercase.
Yeah. Yeah, with the
There's something
tall
weird about
L
that.
and tall D. Like, I don't like that.
Something very weird about.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something weird about that to me.
So
Um,
I feel like it's B tier,
yeah,
maybe above the Amazon.
I think that's probably where I'd put it. Yeah,
Yeah. I always like the gorilla. He stands out,
yeah, the
and we
gorilla,
do end up
gorilla's cool.
seeing the gorilla, that gorilla sanctuary or whatever, then
Right,
late in the
right.
season too.
So they probably had to have planned that ahead of time. They'd be like, "Oh,
Yeah.
the gorillas."
But either way, you knew we were gonna get tons of B-roll of that gorillas and elephants, and
Yeah,
we had elephant encounters too.
the
So
elephant encounter. Yeah, pretty awesome.
Survivor Tocantins, the Brazilian Highlands. Look at this outwit outplay at last for the first time, all
All
on the
the
top.
interesting. They didn't have the Brazilian Highlands would normally be like below it. Interesting. Um,
And it's
hmm.
simple. Before a color scheme like this, like it works a lot better than like a Micronesia, which is kind of similar. It looks a lot nicer here. I like the
Yeah,
we have the coach inspired um hawks in the air.
yeah. The hawk,
Yeah,
the
they
hawks.
don't know it's
Yeah,
coach inspired yet, but it will be. The hawk
it will
screech will
be.
be synonymous with them.
Yeah, I don't know, this works really well. I think this sort of goes back to much like it goes back to a simpler design principle while still retaining a lot of the and it's very similar, I guess, in that regard to Gabon. Gabon's way busier, but it goes back to a similar design principle of like focusing on that sort of animal and like nature aspect here. And here we have sort of the landscape being the star of the show,
And
of
the
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 logo.
simple
And
choice of putting the Brazilian Highlands down there, I think it makes it look a lot better than some of these other logos, especially Gabon, where they just flop on the
yeah,
subtitle awkwardly down there, and it's like, okay, clean font, simple down there, looks a lot cleaner. Like if you did that with Earth's Last Eden, it'd be a lot better.
I think this is I kind of like this. I'm a little surprised that they didn't think to do this more earlier to do outwit, outplay, outlast all up top.
We'll have to look. I don't even know if they maybe if this is
Yeah,
a one logo thing or if they do it more. But
yeah.
Yeah, it's very fairly simple, but it's kind of cool that there's like the river kind of leads back into the
Yeah,
top of the logo, so it kind of it's all
into the
connected.
landscape. And yeah, I don't know. This to me is like kind of the best evolution of the sort of simpler design principles, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Tocantins, the typography there. I don't know if that's the best, but it's just whatever.
yeah, probably not, but the chevrons and the just I like the it's all made out of like some sort of a almost like bamboo or something going on there. It's kind of neat.
Mm, very low
Kind
key.
of neat.
That's our Tocantins. Probably like an A tier.
Yeah, maybe like towards the top of A is kind of where I'm feeling. It's like it doesn't quite achieve maybe the quite as high of highs as the other S's, but it's like it's real close to that though.
Hmm, that's tough. Let's put it up here. We'll see. Survivor Samoa.
The Samoan in the sun.
And then there's a guy standing, and then a guy on the boat. What's that that's sticking out of the boat? Like
It's like a spear, sort of, or something. Is it like a? That's what it looks like to me. Is like a spear of some kind.
that
Kind
was
of we get the
why
fishing.
is it that's so tall? Wow, they have tall ass spears like that in Samoa? It's just like
Remember,
sticking out,
I
trying to grab at the sun's face.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
And we like the little Samoan hooks we got on the sides here,
Yeah,
and then
those are cool.
that tattoo style on the bottom. I like that.
Looks nice.
I like
Yeah,
the
I like that too.
blues,
There's sort of some darker blues fitting in there.
but generally I don't think there's much to write home about here.
Yeah, it's funny because I keep saying it's harkening back to the older style. So like with this one, it's in the design, it's like the silhouetted kind of style of things. It's harkening back to that. It's a little less detailed than we've had. Um, a lot more silhouetted uh kind of figures going on here.
It would be fun to see like retroactively a logo made after the season, how different it would look, because
Mhm.
you'd have to have a whole like Russell Hantz inspired
Right.
like he's got a presence on there. Like
He,
don't just have a normal
he's the
dude
guy.
standing up, have him like hunched over like a freaking goblin, like ready to attack.
The goblin with his little hat on, his cap.
Yeah, and that would have been good. It's like, okay, that's Samoa.
I think that's very fun having the mask in the sun. I like that a lot, actually. It it
Hmm.
frees up some room if they really want to use that sun
Yeah.
motif still to have, but they free it up with
Yeah, made it so not just another
the face
generic
in
like
there. Yeah,
sunrise. Yeah.
browns and beige again work. Maybe not as well. I don't think as well as token sheens, but the for the bordering, I think that still
This is another
works
one when I
ish.
see from afar, like it doesn't ever looks very good to me. Like seeing the Samoa logo, it doesn't excite
Mm,
me. It's like, oh,
yeah.
Samoa.
Yeah, it doesn't spark joy. uh yeah, this is probably in B somewhere. Might even be
I'd say
like around
C.
the Amazon.
I'd say the top of C for me. I think even Fiji does some cooler things in it, but
Yeah. Yeah. This is like it yeah. It sort of is like kind of similar to Marquesas or actually even like yeah, even like Africa or things like that where it's very silhouetted. Like maybe I guess like All Stars, but it just doesn't quite work. Yeah, I think I would agree. I think that's probably
I would put it
a good
below
spot.
maybe.
Yeah, below Fiji. Yeah, that's probably not bad.
Hmm. And our last logo for now is we've watched. Oh look, I have All Stars again. We have Heroes versus Villains, is the most recent one we've seen. Return,
Return
Revenge,
Revenge.
Redemption.
Yeah.
Look, they did
You
the
have the
same thing they did
skulls.
with All Stars with this torch on the side, right? Didn't they do
Yeah.
a similar
Yeah.
thing there?
I think it was more like
Yep,
yes.
yep, same exact thing.
So it's the same idea there. Thankfully, they thought better than adding the fire inside the font because that looked
Yeah.
really bad.
So the fire kind of bleeds
So
into the footing
yeah,
here.
so not the best in that regard, but I think it makes up for it with having every single person who's on the cast in the logo.
Yeah.
That
So
is fantastic.
that's a really nice touch and makes it stand out, especially when you look at these other ones where it's just generic, man, copy and pasted 6 times or whatever.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you can literally
yeah. No, this
pick them
works.
out. Look
Yeah,
at
it's pretty
Russell,
awesome. Yeah,
that's how we imagine Russell. I don't think he's ever stood like that
yeah.
at one point, but he's like,
Russell looks like he's about to throw hands here. Yeah, he's gonna tackle you.
bust around
Um,
pointing the
pointing.
finger,
Yeah, I,
and Coach
I
about to do some Tai Chi.
coach. Yeah, that's awesome. I love that so much. It's so fun.
So
Um,
there's just a little
I do like
personality
Rupert
with the
just got
hats and everything that makes them stand out.
Rupert being there. You got Colby in the back hanging out back there.
The only thing that might be better if they were more dynamic, like they were all like ready to get into
Yeah,
action here. It's like we just got a couple of the villains who are like antagonizing and everybody else chilling.
yeah, yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
yeah,
I guess that is true. I maybe a little bit more dynamism there, but maybe they didn't want to make it too busy. It would have been probably more maybe a little bit more interesting if they had done that. But also a rare case. Have we seen it set at night before?
mm,
I don't.
with the
We've seen some set
moon.
like
Yeah,
right around it, but we have the moon instead of the sun. That's very interesting,
all
and
right,
I actually really like that a lot.
yeah. This kind of would have like where they use it thematically with things like Palau with that plane. Like they actually could have had full on helicopters in it, and it would actually be from the
Yeah.
season if they knew they were gonna do that. Like because the epic entrance, so you could almost have like the helicopters in the background or something.
Mm.
You know, could have been a nice little thing. But like the bottom is just reduced to okay. It's just the
It's
sharks,
it's kind of a repeated motif from previous seasons, though. We
the
have the
remnants
skulls
of
at
the
the bottom.
skulls that have been burned.
Oh, that's right. We have the sharks swimming down there. Do like the blue heroes, the red villains. It's
Yeah,
pretty classic.
these are all
Uh,
cool. Yeah, the Heroes vs Villains looks nice.
it doesn't. I think it's not my favorite, but this is
Yeah,
still like it's still one. It's still very high. I think on my particular tastes. I think the extra additional touches that they make on it sort of elevate it. Like,
because
had they not been in there, it probably would be pretty not very good, but
we have less
I think the
interesting things going on in the background. Like in the bottom half, really has nothing interesting. It's all just the cast. So it's like at the end of the day, that's what Heroes
yeah.
versus Villains is about. But could have had more interesting. I don't know,
Mhm.
something
Well,
more
the
interesting
Return
happening.
Revenge Redemption is interesting. I think
They changed
that's
that,
also a fun touch. Yeah.
which I don't know if it necessarily needed to do that. I mean, like other returning seasons, they didn't feel the need to do that because it's still the basis of the game is outwit, outplay, outlast.
Yeah.
And it's like an outwit, outplay, outlast. All those elements are applied to for everyone's game. And this one, it's like some of these people don't need redemption. Some of these people don't need revenge. It's just like everybody's returning, but the other two, it's like some of them. Like Tom doesn't need redemption and he doesn't need revenge, but he'll return. But yeah, for me, it's not too high. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool. Like I love the personal touch with the silhouettes, but
I think if I'm gonna try to put it anywhere, I'd probably put it in B somewhere.
yeah, I think so. I think so too. It's above Gabon
Um,
for sure. I think,
yeah, I think it's above
but
Gabon. I
it's
think
just
I
whether
might
it
put
goes
it above
higher.
bottom. I think it'd probably be above. I think it might be for me. It's between Panama and Guatemala. I
Yeah,
think.
I could get down with that. All right, so now we've had all the seasons put on here. How does this feel? Do we need to change anything? Cook Islands in China duking it out at the top here. Vanuatu Pearl Islands. Tocantins, and then now I'm trying to think like of these original simpler logos if they hold up as well now or not. Africa, Thailand, Australian Outback, and Marquesas are all in that A tier.
Yeah.
You still think that?
I might actually elevate Marquesas a little bit more than that, than where it is, but I think it's interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't raise Marquesas, I don't think.
I don't. The thing is like if I were moving those anywhere, it would like sliding the list down a little bit would be the only thing I would think about. But I think this is pretty. I think this is about how I feel. I think, yeah, I think the original logo is like good baseline, but it's like it is done better almost by almost every other logo. Really, it's just like it's a good. It set the stage.
Yeah.
Um.
Because even the Outward Outplay Outlast format, like they immediately improved upon it by just spacing out the Outward Outplay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, yeah, All Stars and Micronesia holding it down at the bottom.
Yeah. They're not very good. They're
It's
not very
like the
good.
2 seasons with returning players in the mix, too. And it's like,
It's kind of wild that
yeah.
they biffed it so bad.
But no F tier logos.
No, if there was gonna be one F tier, it'd probably be Micronesia. But I think it is enough. There's enough that's kind of neat about it.
Yeah, I just hate, yeah, the Survivor is like barely stands out with
You
that
can't.
color, too.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah. All
yeah,
these other ones you can read, but
here we go. Let us know your thoughts on this ranking. Do you agree or disagree with these? This isn't like a conversation people have every day, so there's not necessarily like a
yeah,
consensus. Oh, these are the best logos.
yeah.
But I know there was a channel that did it not too long ago. As I was
Oh,
thinking of
okay.
doing this, I was like, okay. But yeah, I wonder how people feel about these logos. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chase Farrier,
I
is
know. Do you
All
think
Stars your favorite season? Is it your favorite logo too? Just let us
it's
know.
just it's yeah. I don't. I hate that the fire in the Survivor font is just lame. It just looks really
Yeah,
chintzy and
from
bad.
afar now it doesn't look as bad because it almost looks like an orange
Yeah,
gradient to it,
right.
but
Which
which
would
would have
have
been
been
nice.
better. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it does nothing really very interesting as a logo. It does, yeah, it takes the Survivor Borneo, the bottom half, and it just carries that over, which is cool,
Yeah.
but nothing
Yep.
else. But there you go. That's our first little um variety Survivor video for you. We got a few more on the way before we go into another season, so stay tuned for that. I think the next
Yeah.
one we're gonna do most likely is ranking the most screwed Survivor players, meaning
That one's
most
gonna be a fun
screwed
one.
by production, essentially, like
Yeah.
twists and nonsense. So that's gonna be a subjective one. I'm just trying to put together the list of the most reasonable ones that you could say are screwed, you know. But so we'll see how that goes, and then we'll have ranking the Survivor finalists, losing finalists specifically, which that will probably be the next one after. All right, stay tuned for more every week. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and in the meantime, I'm gonna recommend a random Tarqaron video for you to watch next.
All right, random rules. Let's go.
All right, if you enjoyed this video, why don't you go check out our review of Cruella featuring our friend Rusty. Wow,
Yeah, wow, it's been a while.
it's been a while.
2022 is that when that came out?
2021, I think, right?
21.
I don't
Wow.
know. It could be wrong.
Crazy. Crazy. Easy to think about.
But yeah, check that out. And we got a ton of variety of content on the channel for movie reviews, game reviews, variety of different series. And then Survivor is a staple every week. Right.
Okay.
So take care, everybody. Bye.